if you've got stiff legs like I do right now after training yesterday, this is a great thing to do. Just take 10 minutes and we're going to use 5 stretches. So my very first favorite one is just to get moving, because right now, like, it hurts to actually touch my legs. I did a ton of lunges, a ton of jumping lunges, and just absolutely hammered them. So I'm kind of walking like this today. Haven't moved at all. They're very tender. So first thing is just to start moving the hips a little bit. So even this, just any little bit of movement is just good to get the blood moving and get those muscles start to actually do something. So nice big circles like this, and we try and relax the breathing as well. Even my butt hurts right now so much. So I'm rotating around, and then I want to change direction and go back the other way. So I don't just want to jump right into any kind of stretch, because that's just going to be far too much. You'll hear me cry like a baby. So round and round, just gentle movements first of all. And then I kind of want to see where I'm at with something that I'm used to. So a toe touch is something I like to test quite often, because I kind of know where I'm at with it. So let's just kind of see how stiff I feel today. Yeah, so I'm kind of hesitant to go a bit further. I could force it to the ground, but normally I could just touch no problem. But because I'm so stiff at the minute, not getting there. So I've moved the hips a little bit around, and I'm just trying to get a little bit loose here first. Now I want to take it down to the floor. Now, my bum is so tender that sitting on a hard floor is too much, so I'm going to use my trusty mat. So always recommend, if you're going to spend some time stretching, make yourself comfortable so you actually do it. So from here, we're going to go straight in to a nice 90-90 position. So I'm going to go down, and I'm going to externally rotate the front leg, internally rotate the back leg, and I'm just going to lean myself back a little bit, squeeze my bum, and just get those quads stretched out a little bit in this position. And then from there, I can nice and slowly keep the hands down, just change to the other side. So I'm not looking to move fast, just nice and slow. Oh, we popped there in the back as well. That was lovely. And then I'm just going to move around while I'm here, squeeze the bum on the back leg, and just keep changing side to side. That is so tender. So I'm back down, I'm moving around. So we're getting a bit of a stretch in the glute now, but nothing too intense. And then already, just from a couple of little reps there, I'm feeling it's much easier to get a little bit more upright. Again, always keep the breathing relaxed. Normally I wouldn't talk constantly to myself when I'm stretching, but we're here doing it together. So rotating side to side, again, just getting things moving, not forcing anything, and just seeing where it goes. So I'm actually feeling now, when I'm leaning forward a wee bit, I feel quite tender even in the adductors as well. So definitely need to get all of this loosened off. So anytime you feel super stiff, you just want to get moving in any way you can. And it's the best way to get rid of your DOMS. Actually move, and even do some of the same movements that caused the DOMS in the first place. If you just sit and be stiff all day, it just takes longer to go. So we want to move. So we've swapped side to side. And now I think for the last couple, I'm going to get myself a little more upright and just see what that feels like. A bit more of a glute stretch there. That's a lot better. So I wouldn't have just jumped into that a couple of minutes ago. So this is absolutely nice now. Nice big stretch in the glute. And then other side, same. Nice big stretch in the glute. Lovely chipply.
You doing specific reps here or just?
No, I'm just going by feel. Nothing planned. It's just I want to move until I feel like I've made a bit of a change. So right away when I got down to it, I wanted to be back here, and now just after moving around, I'm able to get a wee bit more up in a more comfortable way and not feel like I'm forcing it. I don't want to force anything. I'm tired from the training. I'm sore. I'm just trying to make myself get back to normal. So from here, I want to work on stretching out the quads a wee bit now. So I've done a bit of hip circles, done a bit of 90-90, so I've got a bit of movement going. Now I feel like I'll be all right to go into a bit of a quad stretch. Doing this right away would have been far too much. So I'm going to sit myself here. So I like to use my bed if I'm in the house doing this, but I've got a box here. And it's a soft box, not a hard box. So I'm able to kneel on this, and I can sit myself back and get a nice bit of a stretch in one quad here. And then I can just rock forwards and backwards. And if that feels okay, it doesn't actually feel too bad now. And then I can lean back like this and get a bit more of a stretch like that. And then I can swap up and do the other side as well. So I'm sitting down, going back and stretching out, just getting that knee moving fully, and even rocking side to side as well. So remember, your muscles don't just go up and down like this. You want to get a little bit of a wiggle in and move about. And it just helps to free everything up. And then I think it feels okay. I'm going to try on both legs at the same time. You want to level up. There we go. We're locked in. We're locked in. So that feels pretty good. Yep, definitely couldn't have done that a few minutes ago. So bounce up and down a little bit, move side to side, just to get everything freed up nicely. And then I'm going to go into a little bit of a couch stretch, or the bed stretch, I like to call it in this variation. So a little hack. So if you can't hang on. I can't do it today. So if you can't do this like that, a nice little hack for that is just to have your foot on something and sit back into it and grab that way and then lean yourself forwards. Just a nice little trick to get into that. So now I'm gonna start really stretching out a lot more of the quads here and try and pull my heel to my bum in this position here. I can work on squeezing the bum as well. Hold it and just twist, move a little bit and just relax things off. Lovely thing to do. Get all of that opened up again and restore that range of motion. And then other side, just turn ourselves around. So sit down, grab on, put it back, and then go into our lovely little stretch. So quads and hip flexors, improving our hip extension and just relaxing everything off. Really, really lovely thing to do. I feel so much better.
If you feel this in your lower back, what would you do?
Oh, if you feel this in your lower back, you want to try and tuck your pelvis underneath you a little bit. And if it's too much and it's too intense, then just keep the leg down and just try and bring this forwards. The big thing is you're trying to stretch the front here. You're not trying to crank your lower back like that. So if you're really struggling in that position and you have to arch your back too much to get to it, it's too much pressure on the lower back. So it's better to try and tuck underneath and even reduce the range of motion here. So rather than trying to get your heel all the way up to your bum, hang out there. Focus more on squeezing the glute and getting the hip open at the front. So all this at the front here attaches to the base of the spine. So by doing that, you get a better stretch to actually ease off the lower back rather than cranking the lower back. So really lovely thing to do. So last thing we're going to work on now, we've worked on our rotation, stretched out the glutes a little bit. We've worked on our hip extension. And now we're just going to cover the flexion. So we're going to fold ourselves over and try and get down that little bit. So now I'm at the toesies. Doesn't feel as bad as it did a couple of minutes ago. What I can do here is a little cheat. So I can bend my knees a little bit and get my fingers all the way to the ground, and then I can twerk, okay? So I can shoot the bum up. So I'll not be able to lock out the knees here when I do this, but it's just gonna give me that nice deep stretch in the middle of the hamstrings. I can just rock myself forwards and backwards like this, and this starts to make it so much easier to get down lower to the ground. Again, breathing, staying nice and relaxed. And just keep working on getting that range, feeling more comfortable. I can even give you some side-to-side action. Have you definitely got that, JP? Have you definitely got that in?
I was going to say if you want to go
So, awesome. Yeah, it feels so much better. So for a final little test to see how everything feels, I can fold myself back over and then, yeah, so I'm right down to the floor, right away from the top. So feel a little bit better. So I'll still stiffen up again later on, but that already feels a lot less tender. I feel like I can move again and I don't have to kind of shuffle. So really nice thing to do. Just take 10 minutes, give yourself some movement. Doesn't have to be fancy. Get a bit of a wiggle on and you'll get rid of those DOMS a lot faster. If you've already got the simplistic mobility method and you enjoy our follow-alongs, then check out our past mobility resets. They're available from your dashboard.